Morning, people. This is the finest view when you exit any tube station in central London. I mean, it's quintessentially London, is it not? Palace of Westminster, red buses, lots and lots of people. I mean, it's it's a busy one, folks, as you can see. And the reason it's busy, and will stay busy, is that a mini summer heat wave is finally starting from today. 22, 23 degrees, going up to maybe 30 by the beginning of next week. How's about that? Anyway, that way's the bridge. We're not heading over the bridge today. Why? Because we have more important matters to attend to, that's why. But there'll be plenty of time for the bridge another time. I mean, that and the fact that we're running a bit late today, but hey, shh, don't tell anyone. I won't either. Just definitely need to get a more reliable, punctual videographer, narrator on this channel. So I might put up a job ad, see if we can find somebody that can do it better than me. Somebody that's good with early starts, guys. Okay, so we'll do a usual thing and skip the crowds as far as possible by walking in the road and risking death by taxi. Now, I've got a feeling that today will be quite a busy morning, but tomorrow I'm sure will be absolutely chocker. This is the first end of week day we have during the British school holidays. So we've got all of the usuals, i.e. tourists, visitors, locals, Londoners, workers, blah blah blah, plus all the school kids, British school kids that have finished. Don't worry guys, I know the traffic looks as though it's going to hit me, but it's nowhere near, I promise. Anyway, good that we're back on the street. And I also realised to myself that, you know, should this not work out ultimately, there's another career waiting for me potentially as a rat catcher. Now, we have ensnared 2 in the past week. I'm hoping that that's the end of it, and that we can focus on the reasons that we're here. HCAV, the magnificent horses, tourists, weather, and most importantly of all, you're all waiting for me to say it, aren't you? It is actually the most important thing, funnily enough, the architecture, guys. I know a few of you have mentioned it, and I personally have always thought that, other than perhaps Paris, there's no other city where, at least in the central area, okay, central royal area, you can run around and enjoy so much against a spectacular backdrop. That's the key. See, look, even these dudes are having fun with our red phone boxes, and why not? I mean, they are pretty fun, aren't they, ultimately? Right. I'm not going around the corner today to the other phone boxes because it's jammed, and because I think we're just going to hit horseguards roughly, give or take a moment, very roughly, at about the time the regimental handover is complete. That's my goal anyway. So Blue's heading out, lifeguards back. Now, in terms of which lifeguards will be back, instinctively I would think it'd be the same group as Monday for their last weekend before a new lifeguard contingent comes on next Wednesday. Again, just instinctively I would think that. Got a feeling we'll also be seeing some new Blues coming the start of next week as well. So lifeguard weekend ahead. They're leaving Monday, and then I think we'll get new Blues on Monday and new lifeguards to follow next Wednesday. I still haven't actually figured out, because I've never bothered to sort of diarise it, because it really isn't that important, whether or not there is an exact set schedule. In other words, one group comes over here, I don't know, from 1, 2 or 3 troops, say in the Blues, or 1, 2 or 3 troop, say in the lifeguards. Is it always the case that they will spend a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? I don't know. I've never counted it, interesting enough. If anyone has any insight to that, post it in the comments. It's one of those questions I've never thought to ask, but I will do. Because it's funny, you know, when you're talking with somebody in the military, especially if it's among the officer class, and you often ask anything you want to ask, or do you have any questions? It's like, I do, but I can't remember what they are. I need to start making a little list of questions. Gosh, Downing Street's packed for some reason. Now the police presence has pretty much, I don't say diminished, but I mean it's actually virtually, it's so elite it's invisible today. I can't see a single officer anywhere. We'll see some in a second as we go past Downing Street, but there are no police vehicles at all, either the white ones or the red parliamentary and diplomatic protection vehicles, visible in the centre of Whitehall. Curious. I can't see that everything would have changed so dramatically since Monday that it's not needed, but I think maybe resources are deployed elsewhere. Big tourist groups thinking about whether they're going to storm Downing Street like they stormed the Bastille. It's actually quite difficult to wind through here with this kit without bashing into anyone. But luckily, we've done it. Just about. Oh, minion group. In fact, I recognise that group because two of the teachers are super familiar. So I'm thinking they probably take their local charges for a walk in the Whitehall, Westminster area. Most, not all, but most of the state schools, even the little preps, even in fact the very expensive little preps, don't have any outside space. In central London, big disparity actually between schools that have a lot of outside space, thinking St Paul's over in Brook Green, Westminster School next to the Abbey, etc., and those that don't have any outside space. Eaton Square School being a good example, and that's very expensive. In fact, Eaton Square Lower School has no outside space at all, and that's a pre-prep. That's for kids from 3 to 5 years old. So obviously, I guess that's why sometimes they sort of tether the minions together and take a stroll with them around central London. Golly, it's already pretty busy here. Okay, so the lifeguards have already taken over. They're now on the case, as indeed will we be in just a few minutes. See a massive squish of people here. There's Bro balancing. Balancing Bro. Good lord. Gosh, we've got a real squisharoo, massive squisharoo here, folks. Rare sight in front of us. Lady lifeguard, boxman. Boxwoman, you take your pick. Look at this. Good heavens. Horse is getting mauled to whatever. I have to keep our pole up quite high today, guys, so I'm hoping you'll still be able to hear me. Some days we can't get the audio as clear as we'd like because the pole is quite far from my mouth. It's the only way to get over the crowd, and look at it. Coming out the gates, look. I think I arrived at almost the ideal moment. It's chaos. I mean, it is, isn't it?
I had the same thought. I didn't know this was here, and then...
Oh, you just stumbled across it?
Yeah, same.
Which state are you from in the US?
Texas.
You're a Texan girl?
Yeah, I am.
Have you never seen this before?
It's my first time in London.
Oh, wow. And you had no idea that there were horses standing in the middle of the street?
Well, not here, no. I'm walking to the museum.
Are you feeling a bit jealous that the lady on the horse is in your way and you gladly jump on the...
No, I don't need to go.
But I'm guessing you're a horsewoman. No? Wait, you're from Texas and you can't ride a horse?
No, I can, but I don't want to.
No? Even this beauty?
Well, it's beautiful. I don't need to ride it, though.
Yeah, it's a lovely horse, isn't it, for sure?
Yeah.
But I think you came across this place at the busiest point of the week. It is absolutely packed, folks. Look at this.
Have a good one.
Hey, you too. So, Texan girl in the house, everybody. And lovely she was too. I was going to secretly ask the trooper if she'd let the Texan lass briefly use her steer. I'm not sure if the guard would have responded, but anyway, our favourite group are here, folks. The extremely persistent Chinese group. Oh, there we are. It's the first rain grab. Didn't take long, did it? Now, horse-wise, folks, forget it. There's so many people who have got no chance of getting anywhere near the hooves. So I'm going to leave the naming to you, lovely people, today, and concentrate on the filming and the optics. But with that blaze, it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out which one this is. Some of you would already be thinking, John, you idiot, it's blah blah. He's got a frothy mouth. I'm not sure if that's because he's hungry for tourist blood. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Horse is like, you're not going to make me laugh. Tickle me as much as you want, I'm still not going to laugh. Oh, it's just a fellow on the left wearing a sailor's uniform. Should we ask him if he can sing us a sea shanty, everybody? Oh. Sometimes their hands almost look like they're going to get sort of tied up in the reins, an accidental rein grab. This lifeguard in particular is very experienced. She's been in the regiment longer than I've been filming. I can tell you that. Twice is kind of squeezing through little gaps to get to the front. How's about that? Imagine guys coming all the way from Texas, arriving in London, just having a stroll around as the lovely young lady was doing. Coming across this, she was probably thinking to herself, flipping hell, I came to London to get away from the bloody horses. And yet here they are. Got lovely light today, guys. We're going to have one of those days where the stone is going to look almost as though it's being illuminated by lights behind me. It's not. Natural sunlight sometimes glowing on it makes it really pop. It's not that I've got a 4D camera, I promise. Like the sun kind of, it's almost like somebody's shining a torch but increasing and decreasing the power. Oh, scared on the left. Don't be scared, it's not Ormond. Monsieur Le Monde.
You've got that lady in the background.
Just a shake of the head and some of them panic.
Actually, I might get if you get
You just need to push in, guys, literally, otherwise you'll be here all day. It's true. The tourists don't pay any attention.
Right to eat my hat, I suspect.
See, patience is firmly a virtue here. She tried many times to squeeze through but couldn't fit. And then got a great picture at the end. Scaredy face on the left. And that t-shirt's making my eyes quiver. I'm having trouble processing that many colours in one go.
No, just stand up. Where is he standing? Yeah, just be quick. Just stand up up in our.
Here we go, get ready for someone else potentially to push in.
Well, I don't want him in my picture.
It really makes a lot of people's morning when mornings plural when the horse pays attention.
Stand up up there.
There she's got. That's it. Go.
It's a push-in fest. In fact, I think the queuing system here is really effective.
Yeah,
It works
right?
well, doesn't it? I mean, it's
People need to be like actually lining up or something.
You think it was the end of the world kind of scenario? It's like, we got to touch the horse before the end is nigh.
We can go in, and the next minute everybody's just taking us.
Walking.
Folks, we've got like a UN General Assembly meeting here at Horseguards.
You're in.
Oh, ta-da!
I'm very fine
See, worth persevering. Oh, boss has arrived, folks. Brigadier is here. I think he's done with tearing pesky shoplifters. So he's going to tear pesky horse grabbers, or horse touchers, horse feelers. It's that good Lord, these peasants don't listen.
Give me here you go. Go back to the sweaters. Wait a second. He's like, hey.
Folks, my sunglasses collection is going to be increasing at an alarming rate if I keep seeing goggles that I like.
Can't touch the reins, Dad. Can't touch the reins. Oh, you didn't. There you go.
You sound like you were secretly hoping you would touch the reins. They don't really shout like they used to. And there's just too many people here, unfortunately.
That's why he gets bored. He wants to bite people.
Yep.
What's that? Well, whatever.
I mean, even some of the tourists are surprised they're not getting shouted at. Okay, who's up next? Yep, bro, just push in, don't worry about the girl. If all mom were here today, guys, it would be a moment of justice. Remember what happened to Bill that pushed in back on Monday. That horse is crazy smart, Ormond. There's no way that was a coincidence. Oh, 1 second. This guy's looking for the band. He's going to start singing Star Spangled Banner.
Yes, I am.
I think the horse is getting worried that if people keep rubbing like they did on his head, his whole body's going to turn white like the little blaze. To be serious for a moment though, filming in this weather is perfect. It's breezy, it's beautifully bright, but it's not humid. First day for a week, finally dried out. I hope it'll stay like this. So bro, don't worry about the camera. Oh, here we go. Oh, careful bro, careful, careful. He's got trouble with the legs, so if the horse pushed him, he would definitely fall over. He's not drunk, he's got a little bit uncertain on his feet. This Toys have briefly moved out the way to give him some space. Oh, she's going for the reins. Wonderfully enough, guys, to my great surprise, the gatesman is out and about. Here he is, look. I said he, in fact it is a he. I wasn't sure, in fact, entirely, but yeah, it's a chap. It's a fellow. That's good, in fact, because he distracts everyone. They all sort of ran away after him. Feel good. Having the power run out. That one dies super fast. I noticed. No, it really, really dies quickly. This one. Yeah, the giant.
Yeah, but this light phone.
Yeah, exactly.
They last about 2 hours. 2 hours.
Most people are using these M6 gimbals now because the power will last a whole day.
Yeah, but John, you know, my arm is not strong. You know.
Wait, so if you and I had an arm wrestle, I would win.
No, I can pick like this, something like this.
Yeah.
I cannot do with the fingers.
Ah. It's a shame no one's invented a cap with the camera here. First person to get a cap with a camera in front of it.
One man, he put camera here, in hand, on the shoulder, on the chest.
Because the Twitch streamers used to do that to give kind of a 360-degree perspective, but they kind of stopped. Twitch is not a big deal as much as it used to be.
People walked out from there.
What, through? What, whilst the guard was in the box?
From the box, all of them just walked granted.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't get it. Well, I was changing the camera.
Ah, so every single time there's a slight thing that you need to change or whatever, something's missed there. Just like the other day on Monday. It's relentless, guys, the tourist invasion. The thing is, folks, this horse in particular has been told only to bite Australian tourists. Only people from Australia get bitten by this horse. It's only because I heard your accent that I said that. You actually believe me, didn't you?
I thought you were making a video.
I am making a video. This way. I thought then you were going to say, but I'm from New
You
Zealand.
should say it extra loud because my mum's about to go in.
Okay, we'll get you. Nudge me when Mum comes out, and I'll say it.
That's Mum.
Oh. I don't want her to jump.
Mum, apparently only Australian tourists get bitten.
Yeah, this horse has a taste for Australians. Especially if they're from Adelaide, Canberra, New South Wales, Perth, Sydney, or had to be the last one, didn't it? Obviously, what a surprise.
That was so funny.
Melbourne in the house. Yep, we don't want to scare Mum, do we?
Careful.
She told me to skate, but I thought I can't do it. It's not fair. Come on, you travelled so far to get here. Okay, that's better, folks. Our horse is finally not getting mauled like mad. I will have a wander in a minute, see what's going on in the yard, and obviously have a look at the other end as well. There we are. I've got a feeling somebody's going to run over and just like, chick, on the reins. Charles not putting it back. Oh, she's let go. Hello, horse. Hello. Remember EHS, guys, officially been diagnosed here, electric horse syndrome. Okay, it's going to be included in the next British Medical Dictionary. It's a fear of getting electrocuted when you get close to the king's horse. This explains why a lot of people put their hands over super close, take them away, so they've been electrocuted. Yep, electrified horse syndrome. EHS for short. I'm just going to trick you all guys and say, look, hey, somebody's got the Canadian flag, but I knew how much that would upset you Canadians if I accidentally on purpose said that was your flag, but we all know it's not. Wow, the only person that's wearing a coat zipped up to the neck. I'm guessing he might well be from Chile. A lot of Aussies, in fact, I'm hearing in London right now. Did Australian Airlines, or Qantas rather, have a flash sale, guys, last week? I was like, quick, let's get back to the UK. They got a super sweet picture, actually, that mum and daughter. Now, if the guard shop, chap that runs a guard shop, if I see him, I'll ask him if he's thinking of stocking Ormond 8 My Child t-shirts. If not, just said, oh shit. I'm surprised she even knows that word. Oh. Puffer jacket in 25 degrees. Pretty smart. Yeah, if not, folks, I think I need to get one printed. Ormond 8 My Child. I mean, luckily, my kids are still alive, but many have had a very narrow escape, as you all know. Okay, now they're queuing up. The toys are actually queuing up properly to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Why is it that horses sometimes like a bit of a rub and a little nudge with some people, but almost, I mean, I wouldn't quite go as far as saying always, but almost with some of the tourists, they're almost repelled. They're kind of like, get away from me. What would it be? It's got to be a scent issue, surely. Oh, the mum, I'm guessing that's his mother-in-law, was saying get over, and he said to her, just take the photo. Now he's walked through the gate. He said to his wife, I told you we shouldn't have brought your mother-in-law with us to London. His wife said, we won't bring her next time. Something's a bit wrong with the sizing of this bro's jeans, in fact. I think he bought a pair of jeans designed for 5 people. Never seen that baggy before. Like a wizard sleeve. Right, I'm going to guess that between now and the end of the video, folks, we're not going to see any V signs at all today. I mean, I haven't seen one since I arrived. I don't think there are going to be any in this video. V signs are now officially banned here. They're just repainting the sign to reflect that. Oh, that's what happens, bro, when you make a V sign and the horse decides to nibble your fingers. We all know it's only a matter of time before somebody actually does lose the whole entire finger here. It's guaranteed. Goodness. One day somebody will lose a finger, won't they? It's guaranteed. They'll put the finger in, it will get bitten. 100%. Finally, that's that deluge dealt with. Right, along we go. Ho, ho, ho. Let's have a little wander inside the yard, folks. See what's happening in the herd. This guy is saying, I'm not sure if that way is Ben and Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs. Let me go and have a closer look. Oh. running in early to get the best spot for the changeover. Madness at the front, literally this morning, but good kind of madness. And then, as I call him, the old trooper over there, on guard duty at the front with the tourists. Okay, I think. Yeah, we've got the 2 new guards already mounted, ready to come out. We've got a lady trooper in the archers on this side, that's Chitswoman. And we saw our gatesman because he came out already. He came to the front. He's over there in the archers. Iceman he's going to be today. And I'm pretty sure, didn't really have a good look on Monday, but I'm pretty sure at this point that they've got rid of all of the stands and the marquee and everything else. In other words, Horseguardsparade, the playground at the back here, is getting ready for Christmas already. Look, it's all gone. You would never have believed it, would you? It's completely clear. Every single bit of construction has gone. And I'm filming someone that's filming someone on Horseguardsparade. It's filming 3 times removed. How's about that, folks? Military season? Finito. Firmly at an end. Okay, so we know almost with certainty that the lifeguards are not going to be coming into and then spending a lot of time waiting in the tunnel. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, whether or not this year, this summer, going into autumn, at any point we will get either regiments going to the end of the tunnel, waiting in the tunnel, going to the front, waiting with the tourists. I'm not sure we're going to get that. And the reason I don't think we're going to get it is obviously what happened in Gillingham. So many other things going on as well, but yeah, the threat level is problematic for obvious reasons. And even if they had 10 police officers here, you know, kind of keeping an eye on everything, it wouldn't be enough. And I don't mean that in any way as criticism of the police. It's simply the fact that this area from the front to the end of the tunnel, as I just walked it, you know, that's not a 2-second walk, is it? In other words, there are weak and blind spots. Okay, so we're at the other end. Let's see what happens here, ladies and gents. Now, it's a funny thing. I don't want to make the same mistake that I made last week. Wait. I think, instinctively, that we've also... I can't tell. I don't want to say we've got a lady guard at this end either. It's that kind of silhouette where the plume hangs down at the back. Sometimes in the light, it reflects in the rear part of the helmet that covers the upper neck. And before, I've mistaken that reflection as being a bum, when it's actually not a bum. Okay, so the gatesman is coming back out again. 1 second.
Step away from the horses now, please. All the way back. Step back. And yourself. Step back.
They had to quickly get their pitch, didn't they? Yes, folks, I know a lot of you will be exceedingly happy, in fact, over the moon even, that a certain officer is here dealing with the peasants. Look.
You might get one come out from the horse guard. Lieutenant or the captain will come out.
Brilliant, eh?
So he's changing so he's leading because it's a bit and he's got 2 lanes.
In fact, the other end, it's good that we end up here because the other end is getting absolutely jam-packed already. Bing bong. Okie dokie. Pushing everyone behind the line in the yard.
Step back, please. Last you want to step back. Yes, please. Moving the horses to the other side.
Oh, ouch. Love it, eh? That's a utterly extraordinary, some of these tourists. I think their pictures are more important than it's extraordinary, isn't it? I know.
I wanted to get his picture taken. How many times has he been told this?
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows what's coming.
So comes a second beauty, guys. Let's have a little peek quickly at the number. I've got an idea which one it is, but let's confirm it. Oh, we're dismounting in the yard. Ah. Okay, this is, and I don't know if the microphone picked it up. The trooper just said, first time in the box. It's a gelding, folks. He just said to the officer, it's a boy. First time in the box. Now that's interesting because I thought, looking at the hoof number, we'd seen this one at the beginning of the week. It's a new number, I can tell you that. This number does not exist on the list. So this is a number that's been added to the stable list for the lifeguards. So who's going to be the first one to name this beauty? Yep, very young looking face actually, this horse.
Don't be such a scaredy cat. Get a little closer. Came over. He was being crazy.
Right, deluge coming out of the yard. So let's have a little look at the markings. This horse has got a teeny weeny cute fluffy sock at the front, left, and a slightly larger one on the left as well, at the rear. So the girl said, can I pat him? So the tourists that are playing or touching this horse, their first time, I'm 99% certain, folks, that we saw this horse on Monday. Because the second I zoomed in and saw the number, I thought, hold on a second, we've seen that number before, and I know that we wouldn't be able to ID it. So I'm not sure, maybe the trooper that's on the horse now isn't aware that this horse was out on Monday. Because he did say to the officer, first time in the box, but then again, he might have meant it one of the first times. Either that, or I'm completely mistaken, but easy to see by looking back at Monday's video. The plastic girl who got told to get out of the way by the officer is back. So we've got no idea about the temperament of this horse, which means it's going to be a good idea, I think, to stay here for a little while, focus on him, and see how he is with the tourists. Gives me massive kind of early days of Ormond vibes. Not because I think this horse is going to nip and bite, he will probably be super chill, but Ormond was a big softie like this in his first few weeks, and then he decided, you know what, this is not going to get rid of these peasants touching me, and he adopted his Jackie Chan persona.
It's okay.
Make sure he doesn't bite you. You guys just run in. Shauna, you just get, who cares if there's other people in there? Oh, he's looking at you. Oh, Shauna, you're being brave. Oh, you're going to get bit.
Jackie, put your hand down. Okay, very good. Okay, come on. She's going to...
You might not want to use that bottle right now.
Jesus, I'm afraid to get bit.
Oh, good lord, that was interesting. Don't just get in there. Don't worry, there are other people there. Brilliant. I think she was just echoing the words of George Bush when he launched Operation Desert Storm.
Of course.
Just get in there.
No.
Oh, wait, somebody's got a reindeer teddy. Let's hope the reindeer teddy doesn't scare the horse.
No, es que...
Meanwhile, that's actually kind of the smart option to stand there. That way you get the entire horse's head and neck, Godfather style, in your picture. This dude just got in the queue. Look, he's waiting. I've got a frightfully important meeting with my CEO. Stand aside. Right, I'm noticing into the yard, folks, coming out the gate now. We've got, oh, there's a little salute. The first of the palace crowd starting to come through. When they do, they tend to go to the other end, actually, thinking about it. Bearing in mind this horse is going to be here for an hour, I think we'll do the same thing. We'll head to the other end, and then we'll come back. That's the plan, ladies and gents. Plus we know that for the moment we will not be getting an ID on that new horse. Gosh, I really was not exaggerating when I mentioned about this end being a bit busy. Look at it. Yikes. Oh, I remember this trooper. He's been away for a while, in fact. He's a good, no-nonsense kind of fellow. Sorry, I'm talking to my camera.
No, I'm just thinking about it.
Which I think is a huge positive. Pulling on the side gates closed because there are so many people coming out. It's just like... In fact, folks, who is this massive beauty? He's enormous. And it's also unnumbered. At least going back to April's list, he's not on it. His number doesn't exist. That's interesting. So we've got two horses with numbers that are not on April's stable list. I guess the solution is going to be to ask about a new stable list. Tourists are crowding here plenty. However, interesting enough, Trying to walk in front of the camera as opposed to go up to the horse. Okay, the first sacrifice has arrived, guys. I think he's mistaken this horse for Ormond. This horse got a very frothy mouth, actually. He's still finishing breakfast by the looks of it. Lots of froth and other OT materials dropping from his mouth onto the floor. He's like, don't do it, Dad, I'm sorry. I'll put all of my toys back when we get back, and I'll never make a mess again. I was like, okay, it's your last chance. I'm not sure if this guy thinks it's some kind of Netflix screen test. I'm right on time. Here come the police beauties. Oh, there's Bruce's, folks. Look at the back. Wow. He's super distinctive, in fact, with his bushy, fluffy grey mane. Okay, who's next? Look, this is how big the horse is. Oopsie. Damn, I would not like to get bitten by a horse this big. This horse makes Ormond look like a pony. I'm not joking, guys. If I went up to this horse and tried to put my hand on top of his head, like where the ears are, forget it, I couldn't reach. He's absolutely giant.
Thank you.
Now, I don't know, but I'm going to guess, based on his likeness with the late Indigo, that this might well have been a former coach horse. He's got that kind of regal elegance. Massive, but incredibly slim. He's like, stop talking about me, otherwise I'm going to charge at you. No wonder the tourists are delighted and shocked when they see him. He's so huge. I mean, look. That is a massive horse, guys, am I right? I wonder if they're enamoured. In fact, I'm enamoured and I've seen them all. So I thought. She's like, can you get out of my picture, to this girl? These are the ones that take the time to get dressed, like jumper sort of perfectly positioned over their shoulders, cuffs tucked in at the front, glasses, hair done. I kind of admire the effort, to be honest. All for an Instagram picture that no one will look at. I'm actually genuinely surprised that they didn't supply this trooper with an oxygen mask when they put him on this horse this morning. Even this dude's thinking there's no way on earth, even if I were allowed to, we'd fit this horse in the oven if we took him back to Provence. He just said merde and walked off. Yeah, those French Argos, sadly, guys, they're not big enough. They only go up to 16 hands. Woo! Oh, hold on. Somebody freaked him out a little bit. If he charges at me, guys, you're going to see me run super fast. I'm not sure what's going on here with these two. Is that a pickpocket, guys? I think she's waiting like, who's taking this lady's picture? looking up there thinking, I haven't seen anyone in an elevated position like that since my Sherpa guide took me up Everest. And she's not wrong. Interesting, the guard is making his way through the toys at the other side. They're massively crowding around him. It's not giving him space, but he's not shouting at them. And just to confirm, folks, as we know, as we saw last week and earlier this week, the troopers are allowed to shout if they want to. We've seen it. So without speaking to every single one, there's no way of knowing why it is that some shout and others don't. Here he comes, look. Oh, Toy's just bashed him with a rucksack. Wait, what? No way. Did he touch him? It looked like it, didn't it? His arm, he went to put his arm around his shoulder. What an idiot. What an idiot, seriously. Unbelievable. He actually tried to put his arm around the trooper for a picture. Wait, who's this? Who's that character that she's holding up? Is that Putin? Wait, if they come over, I'll ask them. Damn it, they're going the other way.
You know, some people, they come toward the horse like a frisbee. You know frisbee?
Yeah.
They don't even see.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's funny because, is it me? This one is massive, no? It's a new one because the number I don't recognise. But it's a massive horse.
Yeah, it's tall.
Really, really tall horse. And that number is not on the most recent stable list, so I'm wondering where have they been hiding this one? Come on, tell me. Windsor? It looks like a carriage horse to me, a former carriage horse. It's a really tall, elegant looking horse. Some guy, a photographer, don't worry, it wasn't you, just came around and put his arm around the guard like this. Luckily the guard didn't notice him doing it behind him. What an absolute dickhead. It's unbelievable, some of these people. Brandon for a while, by the way. No, not around. In fact, next week. Damn, it's going by fast, isn't it? August is next week, wow.
I mean, more crowds there than here. Over here.
Both the horses are new. The guard of that end said that's this horse. He mentioned to the officer it's the first time in the box for that horse. Looks really young, passive horse. The funny thing is, there are plenty of people here. I mean, look at them all. But
no one does it.
they're not caged for because this massive horse can reach them, even from the bollards.
This guard is very nice, very friendly.
Yeah, he is. He's super chill. Horse is like, I'm feeling lonely now, guys. Come on, pat me, touch me, give me an apple, anything.
We need some volunteers.
All these Italian kids are going to start going up, I think.
Yes.
All walking behind us.
You know, the Chinese, the best.
Because the responses are funny, aren't they? It's funny, I've never been to China, so I wonder if in a typical Chinese city you would see horses on duty. I'm guessing probably not anywhere.
No.
No? Folks, anyone that's visited China, when you go to China, anywhere in China, is it typical, normal to see horses? I mean, I guess it must be in the countryside, but I'm wondering if in any Chinese cities you can see horses on duty. thing I haven't seen as well for a good while, folks, is any corporal of horse from either regiment out of the front. Again, I'm guessing that's to do with the security threat level. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Oh, this pro just arrived from a 1980s John Hughes comedy, guys. I think he was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Hasn't aged a day. Yeah, they're starting to swarm. Swarmy, swarmy. You definitely made the right choice horse-wise. This one is curious, soft, gentle, but big enough to intimidate them if he moves. The Scarpa. Which has got to be a positive, am I right, folks? I'll wait until we get some Frenchies and make the same joke about the horse only likes to eat or bite French people. I haven't actually heard anyone speaking French, I don't think, yet. So, actually, that one guy. The guy I made the oven joke about. Hello, horse. Oh, hand straight on the reins. She's like, this is a zebra. Look, without the stripes. The body language. Alright, bro, still your horse. In fact, unless I get to the other side of the street, i.e. about 15 meters away, it's impossible to get this whole horse in one frame in landscape. This horse demands a portrait video all of his own. That's a bit like, isn't it? Sort of queuing either side. that straight away, holding onto the bridle. Trooper said, "Don't touch it." That was smart. Oh, was going to push her into the box. Puts his big head back. She's going to fall backward. Let's hope it doesn't happen. We're seeing far more outstretched arms on this side because they can't actually reach anything when his head is up. Oh, crazy guy on the other side of the street screaming. You probably hear that in the background. Horse is completely taking his stride, chill as a cucumber, completely relaxed and cool with it. So he doesn't mistake this guy's head for an onion. Oh, he's found something tasty in his backpack. Police are super observant this morning. I don't know what they're looking for, but they're definitely looking for something, which I think is a positive. What a lovely horse there, guys. I'm sure you'd all agree. Delightful to film. I've got a feeling that a certain lady in black is going to grab the reins. Let's see if my prediction ends up being correct. Hey, you can't win them all, guys. I think there's a huge protest tomorrow. Again, Palestinian protest.
I'm not coming home.
No?
What time?
I don't know. I mean, they tend to arrive here between 1 and 2, but I'll look at the calendar tonight. Somebody mentioned, I completely forgot.
Too late for me anyway.
Yeah?
Come early and go.
That horse, look at me.
你过来，好了。Bu atlar var ya, atlar var 2 de. Atlar var 2 de. Orada yokluğu var, orada da yanı var. Atlar var 2 de.
A look of joy, look. He's delighted.
Ya bunlar da böyle. Bu şey güçlü atlar. Ne yiyor?
Well, enough, guys. I thought we were just sort of hopping around the 40-minute point. I cannot believe we've been here for more than. I mean, like, what on earth? We went by crazy fast. Oh, that was a quick visit. I don't think we're going to see them getting watered there. It's not hot enough. It will happen this weekend, I'm convinced. Behind me, there's a lot of noise because they're removing all the barriers, ready to reposition them for tomorrow's march. We might well head into a part 2. I'm very tempted. It's super busy here, and the place is definitely expecting something. Maybe a march, instead of a march approaching, or some other event in the centre. Very much that is just the oil there, thankfully. But
Be careful.
yep. I'm moving out of the crowd, guys, squeezing out before I finish up. Goodness me. I mean, if I move back, you can see how packed it is. Look, it's absolutely chocker solid. Packed. Crazy. I think it might help somewhat though once they do remove most of the barriers. Notice these barriers are all being put on the van. They're going to be redistributed into a new spot along Whitehall going up towards Trafalgar Square for tomorrow's march. I seem to remember somebody had said it comes along Whitehall it comes past Trafalgar Square onto Whitehall, etc. Which means it will impact on events at Horseguards tomorrow. I'll try and check so that we don't get caught unawares or by surprise during tomorrow's video. But respect to these guys, that is super, super, super hard work. Very, very heavy barriers being chucked on the van in this heat. Folks, I will be back shortly. Damn, that went by fast. I'm actually genuinely surprised. Gone. Bye for now, people.